Hey, this is MassX with another One Punch Man the Strongest video. And I thought with the rerun coming of DSK next month, I would go ahead and show off my DSK. I have done nothing but work on this character. He just finally broke, as you can see, 30 million plus BP. I've never had a character that high before. Honestly, not even close. And the fact that it's more of a DPS character is even more shocking. So what does it mean when you're at this high of a BP? Well, let's look at the stats here. His attack, which is absolutely and utterly freaking driving me nuts. Why? Because his attack is, all I've been trying to do is get this to a 4 million. That's all I've wanted to do. I could care less about any of the other stats, honestly. And I can't get there. Now, I could probably get there if I changed the gear to a different type, but I like what effects I have with this particular gear, so I'm really caught in a quandary right now. But let's talk about right now. What do we got? We've got attack at almost 4 million at 3.964785. Defense, little over 600,000. HP, not bad at all actually, given the character at a little over 11 million. Speed at 541, which is fine for what I'm putting him in my team to do. Crit, I did not focus on. I was trying to get the hit up. So I'm right now torn. I'm really thinking about pulling the hit off and going the crit route. If I do that, I can probably get the crit into the 60% range. I don't know at this point. I'm going to fiddle around with some stuff. It's just really going to matter if I get lucky with any sort of equipment pulls. Things like this might change up a bit. So block rate, 30%, blah, blah, blah. You know, resistance 27%, not the best, but looking strong right now. Now gearing, this is what I've talked about, I've shown this before. I'm using ninja gear on him with attack. So I'm only getting that 10% attack push up. So yeah, I've got another option. I could go to 12%, but I lose some of the effects, and you're gonna say, well, yeah, but you could transfer him. Well, you have to have the matching piece. And if you don't, and if it's a type 1, type 2, etc., you have to have that. You can't do a 2 to a 1. So I don't. So I'm kind of stuck right now. And for the buff gear, of course, you're going with the attack. As you can see, I got a triple attack bonus. So that's really helping out a lot. Like I talked about before, I got 2 hits. I'd really like a third. I just got to re-roll. I'm either going to go more hits or drop it and go crit. Just really right now, I'm burned out on building this character. And I need to change this piece out still to something else. But because it has the damage rate and the damage reduction rate and the bonus damage reduction, I like that because I want him to stay on the field. But it is not the piece I want to keep. So this character is definitely not perfect and has a little work to go to get him exactly where I want him, but he's getting there slowly but surely. Now, to really push everything, I did go ahead and max character talent him all the way. And of course, I'm going only with the simplest of the crests because I'm trying to get that attack as high as possible. You know, I could take some stuff away from other characters and try to get a couple more level 8s built, but quite honestly, I don't think it's worth it. Increase attack percentage by 6%, going from 3 from a 7 to 8. Sounds like it would make a big difference, but it really doesn't when you actually follow everything, since it's working off of base stats. So it's really not worth it. I would rather have my second and third line teams with as many 6s and 7s than trying to go higher at this point. Now, if I felt like I had, you know, 2 very good teams built, all with 6s and 7s that I was very comfortable with. Then I'd probably go ahead and start having the absolute fun of trying to build 8s. But at this point, I just have the 1. Realized that the advantage wasn't good enough, so wasn't going to bother with it. So yeah, pretty simple stuff there. You know, character journey, I still haven't donated enough shards. I probably should. Even though defense doesn't scale, you know, it still helps in the long run, but not a necessity. And of course, he's 5P, which is what you got. He is 6-star. There is really no reason to try to go to 7. The only reason why you'll see some of those filled in is just because as I acquire shards, especially from when I was doing extreme training, yeah, you go ahead and throw them on there for the extra attack. I can only get another 700, not going to make a huge difference. He's not, I can tell you guys right now, I've told you this before, 5-starring a character gets you the most bang for your buck. And then it's all downhill from there. The cost to build and cost to get to go 6 and especially 7, it is not worth it at all. Now, you know, I got the character skills at 122 for him. I just got to 123 for level. Probably will work on that. I don't know. The cost is getting high and the benefit is very low. So, you know, it's probably not really worth it in the end. But I wanted to go ahead and just do a quick little showcase because I've just never had a character's BP get this high before. So thought it was interesting. It is what it is. But again, with this character, he's all about the attack. That is the key. If he can stay alive and you got a good attack on him to take advantage of that specialized corrosion, because you're getting that 100% of your attack. So that's the key. So yeah, that's the key. It's very simple with this character. That's what you want. You want to maximize that corrosion by any means possible, by of course getting your base attack up, by any effects that will help that out. So keep that in mind when you're working on the character. But yeah, you know, I think he's going to be sitting here for a while at this, quite honestly, because I just don't feel like working on him any longer. But I'm pretty happy. One of these days, maybe I'll get lucky and he'll hit the 4. You know, there's some sneaky ways around to doing it, especially with a rerun. But we'll see how that goes, and we'll see how the anniversary goes. So, just thought I would put that out there. You guys seem to get a kick out looking at my account sometimes. So I thought I'd go ahead and give you a feature on my DSK. With that, as always, please like and subscribe. It helps a lot. Have a great day.